Thanks for checking out another clip of the Cashflow Contractor. We'd love to have you as a part of our audience. Click subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. So we've covered context, we've covered time available. I think this is the most important one, in my opinion, more than any of the others, is the energy available. And that's not something that we think about, it's maybe not something that we plan for as much as we do actually think about and weigh in our head of how much energy am I actually going to have. And if you don't have the energy, it doesn't matter how much time you have, right? You have a capacity, and you've got to calculate that with your tasks. If there's an action that you need to take, what is the energy that you'd have to give to that for it to be successful, right? If bidding and estimating is high energy for you, where you've got to think strategically and you don't want to make mistakes because that could cost you a lot of money or cost you the job, that's a high energy task. And if you're trying to do estimates in the 10 minutes between meetings that you've got throughout the day, that's just not a good choice. Those 10 minutes are not going to be high energy. You're getting off of a meeting. You're not going to be focused. You're not going to have the dedicated mental capacity to bidding that job. So I think you've got to weigh the energy that tasks require and I think that a lot of times we think about time management. I think energy management usually will beat time management. If you've got really good energy and you can manage it well and allocate it to the right things, then you're going to be much more successful.
Yeah. And me, and I know I'm not the only one, is when I need the energy is to get started. And if I'm doing something else or at home and writing, let's say, the energy is like you got to get over the hump and then it's downhill. Mm-hmm. If I can get to the office or get to the project, open it up and get started, I'm rejuvenated most often.
Oh, yeah.
And I know there are a lot of people that way. I know there are people who are not that way, but that's where energy comes in for me. If I'm working at it for an hour and I don't have my energy back, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
I got to go recharge
I
somewhere.
Think sometimes it's also about knowing like where your energy gets restored and what also really depletes it. That's not necessarily work. For example, like if I go and I have a carb loaded lunch, I'm done in the afternoon. It doesn't matter how much coffee I drink. It doesn't matter who you put me with. I am done, right? And that's why a lot of times I skip lunch. It's because I just feel better throughout the day, right? And then I think in the same vein, I'm extroverted. I get a lot of energy from being with people. And this is a perfect example. Like if I'm really struggling to get started on something, like a big project that's important and it's high energy, I might call a friend and say, hey, I want to talk to you about this idea I've got or this project I'm working on. Do you have 10 minutes? And me just talking with someone about it will give me the energy about that thing to like start going. But it's the aspect of me doing it alone and having to really muster this all up to get it started that is really difficult. It may even be me asking someone on my team, hey, will you come in here really quick or jump on a Google Meet and let's work on this together for just a few minutes and then I'll get going. It's knowing what gives you the energy that you need to be able to do something.
Yeah, I'm 100% the same way. I can look at it. I generally love what I do. I love doing what I do. I can look at a day and see it full of appointments and I'm tired in the morning and get out of the gym and didn't get enough sleep or whatever. But I know that once I make contact with a person, I'm on. I mean,
you're on.
Yeah. And I don't mean putting on a show or I'm just got my energy back. And time just goes boom.
Flows,
That's the one way you can really tell you're in flow when you lose track of time. And that happens all the time. But I got to get there.
Yeah. I think what's important also is once you have that energy, the momentum is real. Like if you need to be able to group some of the things that require energy. You need to schedule them out to where it's not like you're going to be, hey, I'm 8 hours today of just high energy. Like that's not very possible, right? But in the same vein, maybe this is only a 30-minute task and it's high energy. Well, I can be high energy for maybe an hour and a half. So maybe if I have 3 of those tasks, let's get those
Knock 'em
together,
out.
right? Let me do my bids all at once rather than doing, okay, I'll do one this morning and I'll do one right after lunch and I'll do one at the end of the day. It's hard to shift from high energy to low energy, high energy to low energy, high energy to low energy just constantly, right? So if you can dedicate more time and stack those things together, let's get in that single context and work through those high energy things all at once, if it's within reason, right? Not 8 hours straight. Thanks for checking out a clip from the Cashflow Contractor. We have full episodes where we go deep on topics that help you grow a construction business that runs without you so you can have less stress, more time, more money. Now, we've got other videos, other clips, but if you want to check out the full episode for this clip, you can click wherever our editor put it. It might be here, might be there, might be over my face, I don't know. But thank you for checking us out. We'd love to have you as a part of our audience. So subscribe or check out a full episode wherever you get podcasts.